stage that we want to get it to, where we've got it all pressed in, we've got these corner bits pressed in, and then it's ready to stitch onto our garment. So in order to get there, you cut out your fabric, don't you? But what's a really good idea is to get a template out of anything at all. Look, I've got it out of a trifle sponge packet. So get a template that is the size of the final shape of your pocket. So it might be a pocket that has curved at the bottom or goes in a pointy bit there. Whatever it is, have it as a template in card. And then what that means is, it means that when you press it, you can just press it around the template, and it just makes life so much easier. So I would say do all your pockets at once. Now, so what we've done here is, I've pressed a little hem, like we did on the hem of the top, and then I've pressed a bigger hem, and then I folded in the sides, pressed those, pressed there, but then these corner bits, which I need to go over, we've kind of mitered and then pressed it. And then take out your template and press it again, because it just makes everything much flatter. But then when you've done that, before you do anything else, you need to open this out and stitch across there. And then put everything all back again. And then to make it even easier, when I put this onto the garment, I cut Bondaweb, which you're going to see in a minute. Or maybe you won't. I cut Bondaweb very, very thin rather than using pins. And when I'm happy that it's in position, I put like 2mm Bondaweb down that side a bit, down that side and down that side. And then I press it to iron it into place. And then nothing moves, I just go in and I sew my pockets on. Now another way to do pockets is this, and I nearly did it for these. Right, so another way to do pockets to end up with a nice finish is, why don't you just bag out two pieces of material together? So this is a pocket that I'm going to have on the trousers. Okay, so I've done like a false flap. They'll be going in from there. And I've got an entrance hole here, which was for bagging it out. But when I stitch that on, you won't see it. I'll just stitch all around the edge there, go backs and forwards there, let that flop down, and I'm not sure, I'll do some sort of bar tack thing there. So you can do pockets in lots of different ways, but we're using this method today. So I'll show you, that's really difficult to say, so I will show you how to sew it onto your top. Decide where your pockets are going to go. So bearing in mind that that will be stitched back to there, I think it could probably go something like that, and do the same here. See how I've pressed a line that shows me where the middle is? It just helps me with the alignment. I want to know where the middle is. So something like that, I think. So when you're happy with the position that you've chosen, cut Bondaweb. That stuff that you get from when you buy curtains or something, and they give you it to glue the hem if you can't do sewing. So I'm just going to put it, look how thin it is. I'm just going to put it in a few key locations. It doesn't have to go all over it, but you have to be very sure that you are happy with the placement of your pocket. So I think that that's kind of good. So I'm using steam and heat. Lots of people say don't use steam, but I find it works better. So now my pocket's in place now, and then that will be an absolute dream to sew. I've got my white mitered bits, yeah? So now I'll do the other one as well and make sure that it's the same position on the other side. I've started at the line at the edge. Just turn down my stitches, go backwards and forwards a little bit. I'm going to try and create a bit of a triangle there, and then lift your foot, turn your work around, and you're going to come along the top just to the corner, and then when you're at the corner, needle in, lift it up, turn it around, and now head down the side of your pocket. Now look how it's all really easy, even though I'm in such a bad position, because, is that in? Because it's basically glued into place, isn't it? So let me just stick my head in for now. Right, if my stitching's wobbly, it's because I'm really in the most ridiculous position. Right, so I'm coming up the other side now. So I'm going to make sure everything's all nice. Oh gosh, it is wobbly. I'm going to make sure everything's all nice and flat. Okay, the next one will be perfect because I won't film it. Right, come up the other side. Stop at the corner, too far, corner, lift, turn around, just a few stitches there, might be too many, maybe that was 3 stitches, and then do the little triangle thing where you go back to the edge.